Hello everyone, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Today we're going to be making this card. So I think they call it a bridge card. I saw it on Pinterest, but they had a really big one and I didn't like it that big. So I've made it to a size that I prefer. Personally, I don't like going bigger than a 6x6 size card. Otherwise, the start's getting a lot more dear for postage because it's outside the standard postage size. But anyway, this is it. So that's it when it's flat. And it will open out like so. So it looks like that from the top. And it will look like that from the front. And then on the back, you can put your greetings. So I will show you how I have made this card. So I'll just bring this in. So to start off with, we've got two pieces of card that are 11 inches by 6 inches. So I guess for those that prefer centimetres, we're doing about 28 centimetres by 15 centimetres. And then it's been scored at 1 inch. So I'll just get my scoring tool. So score at 1 inch, 2 inches, 4 inches and 6 inches. Now, if you're working in centimetres, you're going to score it at, let's see, so it's about 2.5 centimetres, 5 centimetres, 10 centimetres, and 15.2 centimetres. So you're going to do that 2 times. So that's the base card. And then we're going to cut some decorative papers. Now with this one, I have done a black mat with the decorative paper layer. So that's one way you can do it. With this one, because I'm using a gold pearl card, I'm not going to worry about a matte layer. I'm only going to do the decorative papers. So if you're doing this, you will do your matte layer, which will be the same size as I'm doing here, and then your decorative paper would be 1/4 inch smaller than your matte layer. So this one is 5 3/4 inch or 14.5 centimetres by 4 3/4 inches or 12 centimetres, and that will be in the centre. Then you're going to cut 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 inch or 4.5 centimetres by 5 3/4 inch, about 14.5 centimetres. So that's it, 1 3/4 or 4.5 centimetres. So 2 of those. And then 2 pieces that are 3/4 inch or 2 centimetres by the 5 3/4 or 14.5 centimetres. So 2 of that size, and they will go to the outside, and this one's going to go in here. Then I have cut a piece of acetate for this one. Now with this one, I managed to have a large cutting die that was able to go the full width of the card. But I'm doing this as a Christmas card, and I didn't have a Christmas cutting die that was the width of this. So what I've done is cut a piece of acetate so that my decorative piece will then get attached to that. And that is 4.5 by 4.5 inches, or 11.5 centimetres square. And then I have just cut a decorative piece with a cutting die. So let me show you how it all goes together. So to start off with, we're going to attach these two together. So they're going to go like this. So I'll just get my glue. I'll just get a bit of paper here. Just wipe off the excess glue there. And I'm just going to put some glue. Oh, I should have probably got one that was a bit fuller. Normally I'll leave it upside down and it's ready to go. No, it must be nearly empty. Hang on, I'll grab another one. Okay, here's another one. So this is a Couture Creations quick dry adhesive glue. So I'll just pop some of that there. Don't want to go too close to the edge or it'll ooze out everywhere. Just close it off. And then we'll pop this one so it meets the score line there and it's equal at the top and bottom. So it's got a little bit of wriggle space to get it all even. There we go. And then we'll fold this. I'll just let that set for a bit. While that's setting, I'm going to add this onto here. So now, sometimes when you cut paper, you can see how it's got a bit of a fluffy edge on it. I don't want that fluffy edge, so I've got this little emery board thing, and I'm just going to take that fluffy edge off. And we're going to attach this there. I think the papers that I'm using I got from Spotlight here in Australia. So they're pretty old, so I don't even know whether they're still available or not. Okay, so we'll just pop that one in there. Try and get it centred so it's nice and centred. Now we're going to fold. A valley fold. We'll just burnish it as we go to get a crisper fold. And then we're going to just concertina the folds like so. And last one there. And we'll do the same to the other side. Okay, I'll just go back and forth. While I'm doing this, I'll just let you know I have a couple of Facebook groups. One's called Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond. The other one is called Barossa Valley Crafts. I'll add the links in the description, and if you'd like to join, please feel free to do so. A couple of questions to answer, and you can share your creations. We're not limited by brands. We use any brands of products. Okay, so now that's ready to go. So now we're going to add the next piece in. So these ones are going to go in here. I'll just pop some glue on. Now, you can use double-sided tape if you prefer. It's a personal preference. And just put that in here. Try and get it as even as possible. And just pop the other one on. Just put that on this side. I've got a bit of glue there that I had on my finger. Never mind. Now, for the next step, we're going to add the acetate. So closing your card over, we're going to pop the acetate there. Now, I'm using double-sided adhesive on the acetate because it's non-porous. The glue will just pop off. So you need to use double-sided tape on the acetate. And we'll just pop that on here. Like so. And then I've put it on both sides. So we'll remove that. And then we're going to add these on there. Now, again, I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on here because the acetate, the tape doesn't go all the way up. I think I've got too much glue on there. Spread it out a bit. Okay, so that will go over to cover the acetate. Okay, so that's that side done. And now we'll just repeat the same thing to the other side. Looks like this one's nearly empty as well. Okay. And put this on this side. Okay, so that's that done. Got a bit of glue on the acetate there. So now when I die cut this out, I put double-sided adhesive on the back of it. So now I'm just going to remove the backing paper from that and attach that to the acetate. Just push that into place. Just turn it over and give it a good push. And that's it. So there it is folded. And that's how it will stand up, and that's how it will look from the front. So very easy to do, and you don't necessarily need a scoreboard to do it. It does make it a bit easier, but it can be done just by measuring it out and scoring it. But easy to do, and a couple of different ways. So this one's got acetate, and this one has just got a die cut. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please do give me the thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe to be notified when there's more tutorials, please feel free to do so. And thank you for joining me. And we'll see you all again soon. Bye.